Hey, it's Dr. Latness again. Didn't think we'd be talking so soon, but we got some new updates that you need to understand for today. The first thing, it's March 19th, the first day of spring. Optimism, the plants are blooming, the grass is growing. There's a lot of hope out there. And again, my message is still hope. I'm going to get directly to the point today. If you watched the presidential press conference today, there was a lot thrown your way medically. The first thing is, don't forget to flatten the curve in social distancing. That's still really important. Don't stop doing that. Yesterday's message was a message of hope for the financial and social networks to start coming together to help us as a medical community. Don't stop doing that, and do more on that today. The main part of today's video, very succinctly, is to talk about the medications that were just laid out as things that might be hopeful over the coming months. The first four medications that I want to talk about are chloroquine or hydroxychloroquine, also known as Plaquenil. The next one is a group of medicines known as angiotensin receptor blockers. I think the media mentioned losartan, but there's a whole bunch in this class. The third class are antiviral agents, and the fourth class is something called IVIG. And I'll make a separate video about this medication at a different time. What I want you to understand right now is to not spend a lot of time worrying about the antiviral agents and the IVIG. What you need to understand today is this one and this one. The reason is because these are likely going to be used in the hospital setting, and your healthcare providers, if you need it, are going to have them for you. These are the ones that may become available as the science evolves, which is evolving very rapidly, and everything's going very, very rapidly, and I'm very optimistic about that. I want to just give you just a brief rundown on what these two classes of medicines do. Hydroxychloroquine, as a rheumatologist, I can speak a lot about. We use this in rheumatology all the time. The things that you need to understand are this is a very safe medicine for almost everybody. It's so safe that we even give it to pregnant patients throughout their entire pregnancy. The brand name is Plaquenil. We're going to put a link at the bottom of the screen so you can go read the product insert details. Trust me that this is a very safe medicine. It has very low risk profile. You'll read some issues about needing to check your eyes, and we'll explain that later. That's important. But if somebody from a governmental level gets to the point that they tell you it's a good idea for all of us to be taking it, then most likely the majority of people are going to be perfectly fine taking this. If you don't, then call your doctor to find out whether it might be right for you. The second class of medicines, angiotensin receptor blockers, we need to look at the science on these really closely. The reason people are even talking about these medicines is because the virus binds to the angiotensin receptor in our lungs and our gut. There's some very smart people that speculated, well, maybe if we use the blood pressure medicine that slows down this pathway, maybe it'll interfere with the virus getting into our bodies. I'm not going to go into the science of that. That's going to come out in the next few days. Just be prepared that if somebody says it might be right for you, that they have already helped you decide the risk-benefit ratio. This might be right for a lot of you, and it might not be for many reasons I don't have time to explain. But if you can focus your efforts on learning more about these medicines and trust our government and trust the local healthcare community, that if there's a medicine that's going to save lives and prevent people from getting sick, we're going to get it to you as soon as possible. Thank you and have a blessed day.